DVDs for £25, so you can watch the stars and watch the pennies. Tesco, every little helps.
Tuesday on Daybreak, Catherine Tate talks about shredding the boards this Christmas.
It's brilliant, it's always exciting.
And her new film, Gulliver's Travels.
I did love doing it.
Join her live, Tuesday on Daybreak.
Delicious recipes and cooking tips. Tesco Real Food sponsors the Guide to Christmas.
Now, we're off to Coronation Street in a moment as the cast prepare for their live 50th anniversary episode tonight. Lots of people walking up and down like this, studying scripts. But first, with Christmas on the way, it's important not to get carried away, isn't it, Dan? I know you do, with all the fun and festiveness.
Yeah, but it's important to remain safe at this time of year as well. Here are some festive firefighters with their top safety tips.
Christmas is a time for celebrating and relaxing. However, don't forget about your fire safety. My top tips for you are decorative lights. These are used less often than your ordinary lights, and these need to be treated with more care. So always use the correct fuse, don't overload your sockets, and make sure you turn your lights off before you go out and before you go to bed.
Candles set the scene for Christmas wonderfully. However, my 3 top tips are to keep safe this Christmas, never leave them in a room unattended, keep them out of children's reach, and always put them in a proper holder.
Obviously, cooking's a big part over Christmas, so here's some top tips to keep safe. When you're cooking with hot oil, never leave it unattended. It's a major cause of fires in the kitchen. Whenever you're cooking, keep on looking.
So for all our top fire safety tips,
log on to itv.com/daybreak.
And have a Merry Christmas.
Ah, you two guys.
Female firefighters as well.
Lovely.
Absolutely.
50 years ago today, television changed forever when this happened.
Yes, Coronation Street, celebrating 50th birthday today. We're live to the street in just a moment.
But the eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that the first people to appear on Corrie, as we saw there, were 2 young ladies, young girls playing.
That was actually the opening
there.
scene.
That was it. We just saw it, and we're joined
scene
by one of them, Lynn Paul, on the sofa. How does that make you feel, watching that back?
Very old.
It's brilliant, though. What a claim to have.
Wonderful. And, you know, that theme always sounds to me like it's like a bit like a security blanket, you know, because it was always on in the house, and it always has been, always will be, and it's just like, you know, it's a warmth, like envelopes, you know.
It is.
Corazon.
So familiar.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved? How did you come to be the girl bouncing the ball on the opening scene?
Well, my dancing teacher used to provide all the children extras, and
you lived locally, did you?
Yes, I lived in Manchester, in Wythenshawe, yeah. And I was just one of the lucky ones that was chosen to go and do that particular scene.
And did you have a sense that it was going to be, you know, something special?
No. No clue, no, because we used to go down and do Crossroads or anything like that, you know. So to us, it was just another show. And of course, being 11 years old, you don't really. You know, you're not really in that frame of mind, are you? Just bounce the ball, OK, fine, here we go, you know, that's it.
Absolutely. And, of course, it was the beginning of a huge career for you. You were in the New Seekers, as many people will remember and recognise. Like to teach the world. There you are, look, with a cracking hairdo, if I may say. Absolutely great. I mean, do you think you would have got involved in show business without getting involved at that young age?
I think I probably would, yes. I mean, my mum, God love her, and my dad, they took me to dancing school when I was 3 years old. And I think that it was just something that was in my blood. I mean, it was, I love to sing, I love to dance, and, you know, and then the acting came along much later in life. So it's been, I've been very, very lucky. I've had a great career, and I've been very lucky.
How do you feel about doing an hour-long live programme of Coronation Street?
I would just brick it.
Well, a man who's in the bricks with that sentiment this morning on the cobbles, Steve Hargraves. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right. There you go. Brick. They won't, but will they be bricking it tonight? Apparently they're all very nervous. even William Roters said he's very, very nervous about tonight. An hour-long episode. Lots could go wrong, but they'll be all right. They're pros. They've sort of they've done it before, haven't they? So they know really what's going on. They know their way around. Lots of explosion, masses and masses of excitement on tonight's live episode. So you have to tune in and watch that. And then, of course, the big question about who might go. I mean, I know people have been writing in and emailing in, and do carry on Twitter talking to us about this. Who might go? Ashley, well, has he gone? Molly might have gone. Sunita, Rita, Nick, Charlotte. Loads of people that it could be. The good thing is, I'm allowed to exclusively reveal to you on this bit of paper the names of the people who will go tonight. So, as I say, top secret, but I've got it for you. The names of the people dying tonight are... Why are we doing that? Why do you guys do this? This is rubbish, and frankly, that's too cheeky. I'm not going to tell you now because that's the wrong show.
I fear for your safety after that gag up there.
Well done.
In Weatherfield, Steve.
Well done.
Terrible.
EastEnders has come in and stolen the chance to hear that fact. I tell you what. Okay. All right. Thanks, Stephen. Lovely to speak to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Liz. Enjoy watching it tonight. I'm assuming you're going to watch it tonight.
Absolutely.
Okay,
yes, absolutely.
Right. Now, here is Kirsty with weather.
Daybreak Weather, sponsored by Nestle Cereals. Proudly waving the banner for whole grain.
Oh, but it has been a very cold winter so far. The good news is we're in for a brief respite over the next few days. It will turn cloudier but also milder, and then next week more wintry weather to come. This morning it's bitterly cold out there and there is a risk of ice, especially where we've got snow on the ground. And there are a few wintry flurries coming down Irish Sea coast, some sleet and snow here, also just clipping parts of East Anglia. But the changes in the north, we're seeing cloud and rain moving in here. Obviously rain falling on frozen ground isn't great, but eventually temperatures are rising, so cloudier, windier, a little bit wet, but temperatures finally above freezing for a change, 3 to 4 Celsius for many in the north. Further south, we've got a bit more in the way of sunshine to come. Central and eastern parts of England enjoying the lion's share of the winter sunshine, and here too temperatures, well, around 3 or 4 degrees, so it's a bit chilly. It's not too bad. It's less cold tonight as well. Most places will avoid a frost, and then tomorrow rather cloudy, a bit of rain in the north and west, but finally it's just not so cold. Here's the summary.
Find out what's in store this weekend on our website, itv.com/daybreak.
Do you know, this programme today, this morning, has been brought to you with courtesy of this. This is Dan's stash. It's got him through the programme. We can't even afford tissues in this place, it would seem. Thank goodness.
Thanks for all your support, everyone. Could have done it without you lot. Lorraine's next. Gillian McKee here tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Morning. Join me after the break with Katy Perry. That's the new Mrs. Brand, talking to Ellen on American TV overnight. Find out why she's given a warning to Helen Mirren. See with that and loads more in a couple of minutes.